First of all, you've actually already just mentioned it. We are pretty much against ASICs and FPGAs. We consider them to be net liquidity drains for most projects. GPUs can be similarly drainish, but they're not as bad as the more specialized hardware. If you have to go out and invest thousands of dollars in a single piece of hardware to support a network, that isn't very egalitarian. It doesn't open you up to plenty of users. And I mean, we can see the same. There are nowhere near the number, even though Bitcoin hash rate is exponentially higher than it was 10 years ago. I'm not sure that the total number of miners is actually any higher. I would rather suspect that it's quite possibly lower. And we want to avoid this kind of centralization at all costs. So we are CPU proof of work, CPU based proof of work, not using RandomX like Monero are, but using an in-house algorithm that basically it isn't ASIC resistant by emulating a CPU in what it does. It is ASIC resistant in that the instruction set is extremely large, and that makes it very, very expensive to create ASICs and FPGAs for it. This gives everybody an open and level playing field for participating. We've had kids in Chile with junk hardware be able to basically get power in for their whole village and do all kinds of things, just mining with a couple of broken solar panels and some washing machine engines used as generators, using hardware that was going to be scrapped by them. We've got a school in Kenya now. We should be publishing a bit on what we're doing together with them fairly soon. They are mining on their school PCs during the night time, where they don't have as many problems with cooling and the hardware isn't needed for school time. So it can actually provide the schools with a source of income. Yeah, what else do we have? We've got a lot of different participants. We've been the most mined coin, CPU mined coin on Hive OS for quite some time. We're voted up there on Minerstat, and the most important thing, though, probably that sets us apart is our community. I mean, our community is fantastic. We've got people from everywhere and they're willing to contribute. They're contributing, pushing code, building things needed for the project, doing translations of documentation, all this kind of stuff. We've got a really strong, solid global network of participation. So it's not just a few rich kids with a bunch of GPUs sitting somewhere in the EU or in the US, which makes this a very different project from anything seen before.